What up, Z-Pack? It's your boy, Z-Dog MD. Check it out. I am live and direct with my homies, okay? EMS, first responders representing. We're at the American Ambulance Association conference here in Las Vegas at Caesar's Palace. And I'm about to rock the mic, yo. And y'all better clap or pretend to clap, or else I'm going to look real bad. Thanks for having my back.
We've got you.
EMS always got my back.
Always.
The right haircut.
Yes.
Right?
Looking good.
The right uniforms. Look at that. We got AMR, Medic West. We got community. Everybody representing. But the reason I wanted to talk to these guys is they were there, guys, at the Route 91 Festival doing what really is heroic work, while I was at home in bed, not called by anyone, and would have just run screaming in fear. You guys are running into danger. And I wanted to talk to you and really celebrate. And Laura Mathias says, love EMS. EMS rocks, says Tessa. Casey Hines.
Right back.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, you guys rock, from critical care paramedic, Annika Conway. So who wants to tell me a little bit about what it was like when everything started going down that night? Were you dispatching then, or what was going on?
Well, Glenn was actually at the festival, on the festival lot the night when the action started.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Community Ambulance was providing the standby coverage for the event itself.
So you guys were there already?
We were there. We had 16 personnel there providing coverage for just a regular country concert, no different. And that night, as shots began firing, immediately switched over to our dispatch channel, and we knew that we needed more resources, and I got on the radio and said, start sending me ambulances. I don't care if they're AMR, I don't care if it's Medic West, start sending me ambulances.
So when you started hearing bullets, how long did it take for you to realize, oh crap, this is something really serious?
So I was on Las Vegas Boulevard, and so I had heard the first 3 shots. The music was still going, everybody was still going. A lot of people thought it was pyrotechnics. I had been part of planning meetings leading up to the event, so I knew it wasn't pyrotechnics.
Wow.
I was with 5 Metro officers. Next thing we know, they have their guns drawn, pointing towards the Mandalay Bay. I made a decision to run back into the venue and take cover.
Are you guys listening to this? And here's the thing. We don't nearly celebrate what these guys do on a daily basis, Z-Pack. Like, I get so many messages from EMS providers who are like, hey, can we get a video? Could we get some love? Because, we're out there in the field risking our necks. And when you talk about Silent No More and the violence against healthcare people, we're on the front lines getting punched at, spit at, dirty needles thrown at us, that kind of thing. And so you're running into danger. You're hearing gunshots. You know they're gunshots because you were there in the planning. You know it's not fireworks. Everyone else is like, I don't know what's going on, and you're there with Metro. Now, what was it like when you ran back?
It was pretty intense. I don't remember exactly how I got there, but eventually I made it back to our medical tent. Obviously, our first priority was our safety as well as my crew safety.
Of course,
so
yeah.
I couldn't get a hold of some of my crew members. And so immediately, once the ambulances started showing up, we knew that we were in a safer zone.
Yeah.
And that night, it didn't matter whether you were wearing black, whether you were wearing white, whether you were wearing gray. We all came together, everybody responded, and we got the job done. And at the end of the day, we did a great job. Collectively, we evacuated 21,500 people. 500 people were injured. Unfortunately, 58 of those lost their lives. But this team right here in Las Vegas, this EMS system in Las Vegas, is one of the best. You're not going to find it anywhere else. And we can't thank the community. We can't thank the entire country for all the support that they've given us.
I think the thank you gradient flows the other way, don't you, Z-Pack? Let's read some comments. Kimmy Ann says, corrections nurse in Virginia, you guys are amazing. Thank you for all you do. Amazing teamwork that night, says Shayna Pritchard. Let's see. This Vegas OD is thankful for you guys, Jen Burke. Wow. EMS is the absolute best. I'm an EMS provider. I've been in the active shooter situation. These types of situations are absolutely scary, says Jared Edwards Burton. So let's hear from some different folks. Like, were you there that night as well?
Yes, sir.
I like your haircut.
I tried.
Yeah,
lots of product.
You succeeded. Yeah, lots of product. I know the feeling. What was it like for you? What was the story that you had there?
I actually wasn't even on duty.
Wow.
I was getting ready to go to bed, teach an accelerated AEMT course in the morning. My students had an exam, and seeing an initial report on the news of possible, not confirmed at that point, and I just put my uniform on and walked past my kids as they were sleeping, told my wife, I said, I'm going. She goes, to what? She goes, you didn't go to bed yet. And I said, it doesn't matter. I said, I'm going, there's something big going on, and I know that they're going to need all of us. So I just went, found out my, shout out to Jeep. Found out that my Wrangler can go well over 100 miles an hour.
Oh,
sorry, PD.
Snap, Metro. Are you listening, Metro? No, but that's amazing. By the way, Duck Vader, my alter ego, drives a Jeep Wrangler.
Yes.
Because it is strong with the dark side. So I want to thank you for that. Thank you for doing what you did that night, and then you were able to help as much as you could.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the one thing that I don't think, with this, all your fans are saying that we need to be thanked and all that. Personally, I want to thank the individual that was there at the event that is, a small business owner, somebody who is a 7-Eleven clerk, a gas station attendant, that did what we do on a daily basis, and they did it without hesitation. As we came in without hesitation, they did the same thing, and if it weren't for the people that were there at that event, who, like I said, is an everyday average Joe that had to experience what we experience every day of our career, my thanks goes out to you.
Wow. That's amazing. You guys want to introduce yourselves and say who you work for real quick?
Hey everybody, my name is Damon Schilling. I work for AMR Medical West, one of the managers here in Las Vegas.
Damon, you were there that night as well?
Yeah, so me and my counterpart Brandon Hunter from Medic West, we established our command center. So one of the things we do here is we work with our local municipalities, county fire, city fire, metro, and we establish a command center. So that's what we went down there to do. And as we get down there, we're starting to catch the tail end of it. And so when we initially got this call, it was just shortly after 10 o'clock, all of the managers are in a text group. We get a call saying, hey, listen, we have an active shooter down on the strip. We wanted to verify. We've seen these situations kind of unfold before where they're not really accurate in their information. So as we were starting to ask for more information, it was coming in.
Yeah.
9 people, 20 people, 40 people shot. Wow. And it just kept coming in. So the one thing that was nice with AMR Medic West, we had about 45 ambulances that were on duty that night. Within a matter of 90 minutes, we were able to upstaff with people like Mike, who came in off duty, Scott, who came in off duty, our regional director. We were able to upstaff to 106 ambulances.
Wow.
We had 332 providers that actually participated with the event itself, 383 total, because we had VSTs coming in to restock trucks. We had mechanics that were coming in and making sure we have some of those trucks that just need brake jobs and stuff done. So they came in and hurry up and did those brake jobs. All of that happened. I'll let Scott talk about what we also did, because we knew as we were getting more notes that we were about to deplete all of our resources here. We knew that we were about to run out of ambulances between AMR, Medic West, and Community Ambulance, and even the fire departments. We knew that was about to happen. So Scott got on the horn real quick, and Scott was able to do something I think that kind of makes us very special here, and I'll let him talk to that.
Scott White?
Scott White, yeah, I'm the regional director for AMR Medic West here in Nevada. That night, it's definitely one of those nights that we'll never forget, because it's a Sunday night, it's about 10 o'clock, my phone rings, it's the field supervisor calling me. Field supervisor tells me we've got an active shooter on the strip, the famous Las Vegas strip. There's thousands of people on the strip. It's one of those moments where you think, is this real? Is this guy trying to play a joke on me right now? Let's wake me up in the middle of the night, kind of thing. It turned out to be very real. He called me back within a matter of minutes, said he had 9 people shot. A couple minutes later, we had up to 40 deceased victims.
Wow.
Immediately, we knew that we had a pretty significant issue there. We had a report of multiple shooters, and at that point, the reports I was getting were there were 2 shooters on top of the Mandalay Bay. So we knew it was an elevated position. We knew it was shooting down into the Route 91 Festival, an open-air venue with about 15 to 20,000 people. It turns out there was 22,000 people there.
Wow.
So I immediately went to work, and we started paging out our crews, our EMTs, our paramedics, our vehicle service technicians, the folks that work in supply, that stock all the ambulances, the mechanics. We brought everybody in. As Damon was saying, normally on a Sunday night about 10 o'clock, we've got about 45 units on. We upstaffed to 106. If it had wheels, it was on the road.
Wow.
And we were sending 4 and 5 people out in ambulances so that we could have more manpower at those staging areas.
Wow.
We took 125 gunshot wounds to the hospital that night. Over 206 transports during that duration.
Yeah.
It was just amazing. It was amazing.
Can I ask a question that has been on my mind? A lot of people were throwing people in the back of their pickup truck and driving to Sunrise Hospital, because the nearest hospital. Do you think that helped ultimately, or was it a bad thing that happened?
So this is one of those takeaways from this event, and unfortunately, AMR is a national footprint. So we've been involved in Orlando, we've been involved in San Bernardino, we've been involved in Aurora, And each time one of these incidents happen, we take away something, we learn something from these incidents. What we've learned in this one, because we had 22,000 people self-extricating onto the street, some of them shot, with the adrenaline going, people would run for blocks. This issue didn't affect the Mandalay Bay or the festival lot for MGM. It affected the Strip. The entire resort corridor was affected. You'd run back to the Paris with a gunshot wound, the adrenaline would wear off, you'd fall down in the the ballet area, and next thing you know, we got an active shooter at the Aria. It's not an active shooter at the Aria, but there's someone shot at the Aria because of that adrenaline. That was happening to multiple properties. I mean, it was pretty chaotic. So what we've learned from this one is the decompression of the hospitals. And what I mean by that is because of Uber, ride-sharing capabilities, because of the pickup trucks, they, without question, save lives. They saved lives without question.
Yeah.
But they took people to specific hospitals that maybe couldn't handle that load. What hospital can handle 100 patients at once? Specifically gunshot wounds, trauma victims, etc. So we sent a team. We sent our medical director, very proactive medical director, Mike Barnum. He came in, married up with me. We sent him with a CCT paramedic. We have a 15-passenger bus. Plus we have wheelchair and gurney vans for our ambulatory business. We sent a team of folks, like a strike team, to the emergency room, evaluated their emergency room, evaluated the lobby, evaluated the parking lot, took critical patients from them, transferred them to other hospitals so to decompress that hospital so that the surgeons, the nurses, and the doctors could focus on those patients that were there. I believe without question that action that we took will be in the playbook from now on to send EMTs and paramedics to the receiving facility so that they can assist, so that we can decompress in these situations. That saves lives, without question.
Guys, so listen real carefully. That is one of the important lessons learned from this. And I think I want you guys to hit like, I want you guys to hit share, especially if you're EMS, paramedics, EMTs, I don't care, nurse, doctor, critical care, trauma. Share this so other people learn the lessons of what we learned, because we could save lives in the next inevitable event. And so I want to, guys, and did you guys have anything to add? You guys are so adorable. You're just the community ambulance, matching suit. Yeah, the hair is very important. How was your experience that night? Was it very similar to these guys?
I'll kind of let Troy tell the story.
Yeah.
He did something with Metro that, for me, he's a hero in my book for just doing that.
Wow.
So that night I was stage right when everything happened. I won't go on the whole detail of everything, but through the triaging of all the patients in the field, because it was just me and another partner just in the field.
You were there on the stage right?
Yeah, I was stage right.
Wow.
So when shots fired, it was all in front of me, everything happened, and I remember me and a Metro officer, we were pulling people over, trying to get them as much cover, but me and her ran out of resources that night, and the only reason we ran back to Med Tent to see Glenn and all them to find out what we can do for our next thing, we got info that an officer was shot. So me and another supervisor grabbed two officers, made a strike team, and we went back out there to try to find at least the officer that was shot.
Wow.
Through that whole escapade, we couldn't find anyone, and then we got info that he got extricated through the night.
Okay.
So we ended up just going through the stands and everything and trying to find as many people as we can.
They're still shooting, right?
There was moments of shooting during all of it, because it was, how many rounds was it? It was
1,000. Yeah.
During those scenarios, though, it's just like you don't realize it. You go you lose
fast.
all senses. You just know what you need to do, and that's kind of what happens.
Brother, thank you for sharing that story. Like, it's truly terrifying to me, and these guys are heroes. We've got to go do a talk right now, but I want to thank these guys for everything that they have done for our community here in Las Vegas. On behalf of everyone here, thank you to our EMS first responder heroes and heroines. And Z-Pack, we'll read a couple comments for them because I know you guys got mad love. Let's scroll it down and then we'll run in there and do a talk. You guys did good work that night. Impressive work, gentlemen, says Alex Wu. Karen Patricia says amazing and grateful. Linda Thompson says emergency preparedness for a hospital here, like the concept, and we need to adapt that practice of decompression into protocols nationwide. If it's one thing we take from this, let's talk about that. Let's have that discussion. Hit share and tell people what you learned here today, and maybe you guys can have the conversation. Maybe it's not the right answer for your facility, maybe it is, but at least having that conversation means some good can come of this tragic series of events. Guys, thank you.
Thanks, Doc.
Give a shout out to the Z-Pack because they got love for you.
Shout out Z-Pack.
And we're about to do this right now. We're going to give you guys mad props, and we out, guys. First, I'm going to go in here. Thanks, guys. Love it. All right, gang. Let's go in here and see what we got. So it says Zubin Damania keynote, which is apparently me. Let's go back here and see. I'm about to do a live show. Suppose I should get psyched up for it, but I like hanging out with you guys. What's up, boys?
Hey, man.
You want to say hi to the Z-Pack?
Hey, what's up? Hey, man.
This is my AV team right now.
It's about to get serious. Showtime.
What's happening? We're ready to rock.
They're the ones who are going to make me sound 70% less bad than I usually do,
Badass.
and still 80% worse than any other, quote, performer.
Hey, we got you a wedge.
We got you.
They got me a wedge. I need that wedge, man. Otherwise, I can't hear myself.
Yeah, Colleen got you the wedge.
Colleen got me. Colleen, you want to say hi to the Z-Pack?
Oh, hi.
Hey, Colleen. What's your role at the AAA?
I am the Director of Education. So
Awesome.
I am responsible for bringing Zubin here.
What can I say? A gangster's life ain't easy. Hi, sir.
No, my wife in Michigan said he's streaming now, so.
Well, now your wife in Michigan is seeing you. What's your name?
Bill. Grubb.
Bill. Do you want to say hi to the Z-Pack?
Hey, Z-Pack, how you doing? I watch his show. I watch his podcast, I guess you call it. Or the
live
Facebook-
cast?
The live cast. Yep.
Shenanigans?
That stuff.
You're now on it.
All right.
I love it. Well, on that note, that's perfect. We're going to say bye because we got to do a thing right now.
And that's your mic.
Oh,
Ready
and I
to
got my
roll.
mic. It's about to get real. Clicker. We're going to go celebrate emergency medical services because of everything they do for us. EMS, hit share, hit like, and we out. Peace.